Elizabeth Street, Little Italy. Hangs with his pals, yeah, that's where he'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine. Stand-up guy from the Lower East Side. Take it from me, he's one of a kind. It's Vinny Valentine.
Welcome to my show. As most of you all know, we changed the name to Tell It Like It Is, Vinny and Mariana Show. You know, I hate to keep bringing up the same subject, but I think the last time, or couple
weeks
shows,
ago?
Yeah, a couple of last shows that I've had. I was talking about Bloomberg when he was in office, wanting to ban large sodas from the movie theaters, kids from obesity. You know, these mayors should be worried about potholes in the street, poverty, homeless. You're worried about, since Jack LaLanne died, what does this guy become what do they call it? Dietitianist? What do they call it? I mean, and now.
Nutritionist?
Yeah. Now, what's his name? De Blasio. I was watching the news this morning. He's another one saying he wants to ban large sodas. The kids go to the movie theaters maybe once a week. They eat more candy and milkshakes from McDonald's and you name it, and cotton candy from festivals.
They can get it anywhere.
A large soda.
Yeah.
They get a large soda in a grocery store. And here's another one. I mean, what is this guy thinking? As big as he is, you would think he have a brain that big. He doesn't. He has a brain the size of a mosquito. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Giuliani. I didn't vote for Bloomberg. I didn't vote for any of them. You know why? Because I could smell crap a mile away.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't like any one of them. Anyway.
You only vote for yourself.
That's right.
Yes.
I vote for you.
There you go.
Mariana's been on this show a year and a week, or something like that.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
A year and a week.
Yeah.
And so I surprised her a couple of weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
With changing the name of the show to Tell It Like It Is, the Vinny and Mariana Show.
I think I'm
she
still
deserves
shocked.
it because she does such great work, such a good girl.
Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah,
it was a
you're welcome.
huge compliment coming from you after, 8 years that you've had the show, and now
Something
you
like
bring
that.
me on and put me on the billing. It's
You're right,
incredible.
You're right, I did. And did your husband get jealous?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's very proud of me.
Oh, okay, good, all right. And but tonight, we have a hell of a show.
We do. You've been waiting how long? 8 years since you last had him on the show.
The last time I had him on the show was about 8 years ago.
Right.
And he was a lot younger then than he is now.
He's
Not
all
that
grown
old
up now.
But he is so good, and I've seen him since a couple of times at different functions that he had.
Right.
And he is so good, but he's so hard to get over.
He's very busy. He's working.
I know that.
Yeah.
But he made a little room for me to come on the show. And this kid is so good. Love him.
Incredible.
He's not only incredible, he's a friend. And last time he was here, I even asked him, I said, when you get paid, do you get an allowance? You know? He wouldn't answer me. But anyway, I love him to death. He's such a good kid, and he's such an entertainer.
Very
Please,
talented.
Give him a nice hand. Kid Kyle.
Woo!
All right. All right.
Well, the roof is leaking and the rain's falling on my head. You know the roof is leaking and the rain's falling on my head. I could ride so hard, teardrops on my bed. Well, she packed up her clothes and she moved out on the midnight train. You know she packed up her clothes and she moved out on the midnight train. You know this empty room is driving me insane. Yeah, I'm sitting here drinking, thinking what I'm gonna do. said I'm hip, hip, hip. I said just mind your own affairs and bite your lip, lip, lip. I don't need you to tell me she gave me the slip, slip, slip. Because the roof is leaking, rain's falling on my head. I could ride so hard, teardrops on my bed. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thank you.
And that was Tony on the keyboard, right?
Yes, that was Tom on the keyboard.
Tom, fabulous.
Yeah, he is the man.
He is.
the man.
Cal, I can't thank you enough for coming back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, should I ask how old you are, or should I just leave that alone?
Nah, you can ask. I'm 19 now.
19.
Wow.
So then you, how old when you came on the show? 8? Let me see, 8?
Yeah,
11, if it was
about
8.
11.
Yeah.
About 11 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
A long
all
time
grown
ago,
up.
Do you remember one of the questions I asked you when you were on the show that time?
What about the
allowance?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was a long time ago, man. But
I said, do you get an allowance? He goes,
I get what I get, and my mom keeps track of whatever I get, and.
But now, should I ask what you're doing now? It's all yours now.
Oh, I mean, come on. I mean, I guess I don't know.
19.
Yeah,
You're right.
we don't talk about that, I guess.
Yeah,
but
well, I still, as far as, I have a son, he's 24 years old. And he's still my baby,
No, of course, yeah.
And boy, if I ever try to get any money from him, it'll never happen.
That's not going to work.
But I'll tell you, he's a good kid, and he's a generous kid, and I just love him to death. And I don't take anything from him. But anyway, that's another story. But anyway,
You first started singing when you were 2 for your family. When did the spark start that you knew that you wanted to pursue this career?
Well, I guess I don't remember that, but my mom.
But do you
my mom
recall a
tells me.
moment that?
Well, I remember one time when I was real young, maybe like 4 or something like that. I remember asking for voice lessons.
Okay.
When I was in a car, and I got them, and I've been taking them ever since then. And then I started going to all these oldies concerts, and because that's what I grew up with. My family, my aunt, and my uncle, they that's all they listened to. So that's what I grew up with, really. And when I was about 8, I went to my first concert, and it was the Duprees.
Oh.
It was the Duprees, and I went on stage, and they called me up on stage that day, and that was the first time I was ever on stage.
talking about for the Duprees?
Duprees,
Yes.
Well, we have one of the
I know,
Duprees
we
in
have-
the audience tonight.
That is
That's Phil.
incredible.
He's been one of my closest friends since I started.
He's
That's
my
a
friend
long time.
too. He has a gun. He shoots the ducks on his property.
Nah, I didn't know that. I'm learning something new about him every day now.
Do you like duck? You like eating duck?
No, I don't eat
If you
ducks.
do, don't go buy one.
Nah.
They'll give you one for nothing.
Nah, I don't need ducks.
You know?
That's it.
My boy Phil. I call him up a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
And I called them all up.
Really?
Yeah. Phil.
Every day.
I called him yesterday. I was driving down the West Side Highway, and I said, let me call Phil. So I called him on the phone, and I said to him, listen, I said, it would be an honor, man. I said, we're doing a new CD. I said, it'd be an honor if you came up and did some backgrounds for some of the songs. He said, Kyle, I'm there, man. Just let me know when. So he's going to be on...
Phil's a good guy.
Oh, come on. He's the best. Who's better than him, huh?
Nobody.
Who's better than you? Nah, I learned from you.
Well, speaking of the CD, you're going to release it when, in June?
It should be released early June.
Early June.
Yeah, and we're working real hard on it, and
And it's all cover songs.
well, yeah, it's all covered. It's all doo-wop songs. A lot of hits and a lot of. We're going mostly doo-wop, but there's also some classics. Like the Clyde McFadden song "Without Love." That was covered by Tom Jones and Elvis. And,
Wow.
And a lot
Your
of other
manager
ones.
said you were going to be going somewhere soon.
Yes.
Yeah, we're next week we're going out to Nashville, and we're gonna the Jordanaires themselves, Elvis's original backup group. They're gonna do backgrounds on "Crying in the Chapel,"
Wow.
which they were on originally when it was a hit.
Wow.
I just got to ask you one question. I've one big question.
What's that?
When you become big time,
Nah.
I don't.
What about-
Well, he's already
I don't
big
want-
time.
I
Look
know,
at this.
I know. I mean, like a lot bigger. like right now, he's big. But when you become like big time, and you're walking on that red carpet, and I'm behind the barricade,
I'm taking you right out,
and
man.
I call you, I say, Kid Kyle, you're not going to do one like one of these days. Oh, hi.
Nah, come on.
You're not gonna do
Come
one-
on, Vin.
You're not going to do one of them.
Never.
Or do
Never.
I got to yell out, Shanghai?
Hey,
You
I'm
know
still
what
coming to
talking-
your shows. You know, I went to your comedy show a few months ago. You remember?
That's right, you did.
Come on.
That's
There you
right,
go.
did.
I go all the
That's
time
right.
to see it. Come on, we're buddies.
You're right, you're
We're
right.
buddies.
But how does it feel to have the backup singers to your idol now singing backup for you?
Well,
I mean, that is absolutely remarkable.
It's
At
gonna be,
19 years old, it's
being in the studio with them is going to be something I'm not going to forget for a
No.
very long time. But a few years ago, when I was about 12, we were on a show together out in Long Island, and we did a song together. You know, the promoter asked us to do something together, and we did it. And we did "Love Me Tender." That was when I was
Oh,
12, and then a
wow.
few years later, we were on a show again together, and we did "Crying in a Chapel." And that was about when I was 15. So then I called up Ray, who's the original bass in all of Elvis's hits from the 50s on to the, I think his last song they were on was like 60, no, I'm sorry, 62, I think. And he said, yeah, man, we'd love to come and do some stuff with you. So we're going out there. We're going to Music Row out in Nashville.
unbelievable.
Can't
Are you
wait.
still
I
in
can't
school,
wait.
Kyle?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
in
I'm in
college?
college, yeah.
Where are you attending school?
Right now I'm going to Bergen, but next year I'm transferring to William Patterson for their music program.
Okay.
So all the girls in school, they all know who you are and what you do.
I mean, you know, it's just what it is, I
All
guess.
right, I'm not going to embarrass you. I'm
Come
not
on.
going to embarrass you, but do you kind of like play a little hard to get sometimes with them?
You know, I'll tell you, I tell some people I write some songs, and that's what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever. It's
Oh,
it's
if I
a
were
game.
you, I'd
That's
play
it.
hard to get. man.
Hey, come on, Vin. I learned from you. You know.
I'm sure if you sing in front of them, you melt their
For me,
hearts right
you'd be in
away.
trouble. Well, for me, you'd be in trouble.
This
All
is
right,
true.
But that's good.
Yeah, but this CD's gonna have a lot of great stuff on it. We're having the background singers, two of the best background groups ever to record in music history. To be honest with you, the singers that were on Lou Rawls. Jeez, what's his hit? You'll Never Find.
Huh.
And you know, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Me and Miss
And
Jones.
these are songs you're going to be doing?
No. These are that background group that was on those hit records.
That did those hit
wow.
records.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna be on some of the songs on my CD.
I
as
mean,
well.
to be honest with you, I was blown away when I started hearing your music, when I knew that you were coming on, because you have such a pop kind of sound, pop tone to your.
Yeah, well,
but then you're singing these classical sounds, so the two mixed together is really interesting.
Well, we try to bring a new feel to it.
Yeah.
We try to bring a younger feel to it so we can appeal to all the younger people as well, to let
That's
them know about this,
wonderful.
you know, the best music around. So
Yeah, because kids in your generation and my generation, we really don't listen to those
it's true.
songs.
It's true, and it's very odd. But you know, when I first started out, you know, it was mostly the people who listened to this when they were growing up. But as the years
Absolutely.
went on, then you get the same. We started getting the same 10, 20 kids my age
Mm-hmm.
coming to every show that was in their area. You know, Pittsburgh or wherever it was. You know, so. But it's really it's an honor and it's a blessing to be able to do what I've been doing for this is my 10th year now. So
Wow.
yeah. So,
Unbelievable.
thank you.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah. So, but
And you've performed all over, haven't you? Mohegan Sun,
Yeah,
Hershey Park,
we
the
do,
Kimmel Center.
yeah, we do Mohegan Sun once a year. So we used to do it twice a year, but now we do it once a year. We do it really all over. Izod we've done. You know, we're going to be doing Foxwoods. Hopefully, we're going out to England next year. I'm hoping. You know,
Wow.
we'll see what's up, but I'm hoping we go to England and we're going to be in a lot of places. You know, so I'm excited. But
Your
it'll be
career's
on my
just
website.
rising.
It'll be on my website if you go to www.kidkyle.net, and the whole
Say
schedule
that
will be up
again, the
there.
what?
www.kidkyle.net.
Okay.
It'll be up there. My
You'll have
schedule.
your tour
yeah, it'll
schedule
be up
on
there.
there.
And a lot more shows will be added soon. So, but most of them are up there right now.
Oh, that's unbelievable. You know, pretty soon we're also going to have was it
Kirsten Marilyn.
Kristen Marilyn on the show. We don't know exactly when, because she has
Hopefully
a very
sometime in
busy,
June.
Yeah, maybe sometime in June, because she has a very busy schedule. So we're trying to get her on the show. And that actor,
Daunton.
Charles
Dutton.
Charles Dutton. And we
Yeah, we have a pretty.
we got a pretty busy
Look at
schedule.
you guys,
don't
huh?
we?
Look at.
Look at you guys getting big, man. I'm gonna have to, you know, ask you for
You're right up
months in
there.
advance
You
to come back
never
on.
know. You never
You're right
know.
up there with all the
Come
biggies,
on,
man.
nah.
You're right up there with all the biggies.
I'm right up there with
And
you.
on my show, because all these guys are retiring now, they're all David Letterman, they're all giving their shows up.
Yeah.
So it might be the Vinny Vella show.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Well,
11
Vinny and
o'clock.
Mariana
Yeah, there
show.
you go.
Hey.
Vinny and Mariana show.
Tell it like it
They'll
is.
have you come back again.
Tell it like it is, right?
Big
Tell 'em.
time.
Hey.
Then you can wear the gold jacket.
Yeah, you
The
already
one that you
know.
had the last time.
We were on. That's when we were on stage together. Am I right? We were on stage together. You came up after I was done my
Oh,
set, right?
please.
Yeah, that was a fun
Let's
Where
not
was
mention
this?
We
that.
were a fun time. We were in
Yeah, he
Long
was up on
Island.
stage when I had that problem.
Oh.
Oh. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I don't know about all that, but we, after I set.
Yeah, but that was
That's
recently.
exactly-
That was
Yeah, that
about a month ago.
Yeah, it was about a month ago.
Yeah.
and we
I
did-
evened off last week.
you already told me. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at
We
that.
won't
Man.
get into that.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
No,
But yeah, the
we-
gold lame. The gold lame.
Hey, Kyle, when you're
That's your
usually
favorite.
performing, you have 5 musicians behind you, a full
Yeah,
orchestra.
usually-
How does it
Well,
work
it
for
depends
you?
on where we are. I mean, we've done Kimmel Center. With the Kimmel Center, we did 24-piece orchestra.
Wow.
But usually we were with about 6 or 7, and Tom Shazana's my MD, and we travel all over, man. We have a lot of fun. So we go show to show and crowd to crowd, and we love it.
You did take a year and a half off to finish high school
Yeah,
and then
I took a little while off just because I had to finish school and just make sure everything was good like that. But I'm back now and we're full
You
force.
got a girlfriend, Kyle?
Nah, not right now.
He's too busy.
Not right now.
I
With
would
his
find
music.
time.
You always do.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nah, I just don't have a girlfriend.
That's all
Nah,
right. You don't
too young
need
right
it
now. Too young.
Good
Make
for
your
you.
money
Too young.
first, women come later.
Exactly. Focus on the main thing.
Because without the money, you can't take the woman out.
Yeah, she could take you out, right?
I mean,
She could take you out,
who takes me out?
and then with the girl, your wife.
Oh, please, don't spoil my show. No,
sorry.
Martin.
Bella, I'm
she's
sorry.
a good girl.
I'm sorry.
My wife, because if she hears this, she'll give me hell. She's a good girl. And
Have I ever met your wife?
What?
Have I ever met your
Margaret
wife?
Ann.
I wish I could say the same.
Wow.
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so, right?
No, but she's a good girl. She's always there for me. I had a stomach virus, and she goes, "Now what the hell is wrong with you?" I have a stomach virus, you
She
know.
make you some soup and you're all good,
And
man.
what?
She make you some soup and you're all good. That's it.
Yeah. I don't want to really talk about it. It's not that I don't care about it. It's just I want to talk
jeez.
about it. I get agita again. I get, my stomach starts to turn. And she's a good girl, though.
Yeah, no, I
know?
understand.
And
I
I
get it.
think she's a little jealous of Mariana.
No.
Because that name drives me crazy.
Mariana.
Sometimes
He
when
really
I'm in the
likes
house-
my
What is
name.
that?
When I'm in the house,
He
you know
likes
what I
to
do?
roll his R's.
All of a sudden,
Mariana.
sometimes, like when I'm in the house, I go, Mariana, Mariana. And she goes, you sick bastard.
Where's that from?
Oh, I
Where's that?
just said Mariana, I
Peruvian?
didn't say no.
Colombia.
Okay. I'll just say it like how I Colombia. But nah.
And I've had them all. I was married 3 times. A Jew,
Oh, jeez.
a mutt, she was everything.
A mutt.
And then this one was Sicilian and Puerto Rican.
Tell it how it is.
My next one's gonna be a good-looking guy with lipstick. This way, if he bothers me, I kick the shit out of him. Eric, why'd you look at me like that for? You know? But anyway,
So ideally, where do you see your career? Where do you want to go from here?
Well,
Continue touring?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna continue touring.
Hollywood.
That's where I'm gonna live one day. I'm gonna live in LA one day.
Oh,
Absolutely.
man.
I
You're not
already
coming-
picked it out. Santa Monica.
You
That's
know,
it.
I
That's where
come
I'm
to see
living.
you that day, you know that.
That's my favorite place in the world, Santa Monica.
Santa
Have you
Monica.
been
So
there?
you
Oh
want
yeah,
it?
I've been there plenty of times. Yeah, that's my
Yes.
favorite place, and that's where I'm gonna live one day. And I'll have a nice little house in Florida, whatever it is, Delray, or that's where me and my good friend and manager Marty, we go there all the time.
No.
That's just our spot
Delray
to
is
calm down and relax.
beautiful.
It's the best. It's the best.
Beautiful.
We have
Yeah,
ones
I've
right on the
spent
beach
some
right
time
there.
down
Oh, come on. It's the best. But we're gonna continue touring, and I want to get to Europe. I really want to get to Europe, and that's what we're planning on doing. And
Would you ever consider doing musical theater? Have you ever thought
I did
of
Broadway.
that?
I used to do
You
that kind of
did?
stuff when I was younger. But it's not my, it's not my
Wow.
kind of. I know I respect it all, but I like. I'm
The
very
only
big
reason why I
into
say that is when I
soul
listened to your voice, I immediately thought of something like Jersey Boys, because
Yeah.
I hear that in your.
It's you know, maybe one day, who knows? I'm not gonna count it out. Everybody does it, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people
A lot of
do.
people
A lot
go-
of
go
artists
do it
do.
later,
Yeah,
and,
you can
maybe I
be
will.
featured or a guest star
Well,
now and
we'll
again.
see what it
Yes.
is, but I'm very big into like soulful music, like very R&B. So
Of course.
and you know it's
That's
very
where the roots come
straightforward.
from, for the
Exactly,
doo-wop, yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm gonna stick with right now, and just keep touring and keep recording. And once this album comes out, we're
And you started
they're all
recording
over.
since you were 10.
We did our first CD when I was 10. Yeah. When I was 10, yeah, and I can't even listen to it now because I was so young.
Yeah.
My voice was in the stratosphere, but
Wow.
you know, but it's good memories and it's great, and it's really something to think about what I've done and who I've sang with, and
But you're
it's
still
a
so
blessing,
young.
You know, it really is, and now that I get a chance to realize, you know, everybody that I'm actually with on a show, you know, like all the originals, and I finally just bought a book of all that music, and I'm just having all the originals, sign it now, and you know, now that I can really appreciate it, you know.
Right.
So it's great.
I really wish this was like an hour show, because I'd like to hear about 5 or 6 songs that you do.
Well, Vin, you just gotta keep coming to shows, you know.
I know,
Come on.
I know, I know.
And I expect you to come to now also. Maybe Mohegan
Now that I'm
Sun,
invited,
wherever you
of
want.
course.
Foxwoods,
Well,
yeah.
next-
You let us
next
know.
time
We'll
you
get you.
do-
We'll get you.
yeah.
We'll
That's
get you.
close by, I'll bring Mariana.
I would
Next
love to
time
come. Love to come.
We're gonna be probably around here soon, so hopefully Atlantic City or something like that. So we'll get you out there, all right?
Well, just let us know.
Come on.
Call
Come
me.
back on stage with me
I
and.
always call you. You got to
What are you
call me.
talking about? I called you the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. You never answered. Then you called me back, so you think you called me.
My medication.
You complain that people don't answer. He just said that you didn't answer.
Yeah. I called you. You don't answer. I got your answer machine. If this is a blocked number, that's what it says.
That's right.
If it, leave your name or I'm not calling you
That's
back.
right.
He
That's
called.
it.
He called.
And then you call me, so you think that I don't ever call you.
Well, you know what it is?
'Cause
Because
you
I get
forget
a
I
lot
leave
of
a
people
message.
that call, and, you know, I have 2 phones. And a lot of people see me with my phone sometimes out on the street, and they say, hey, why don't you give me your number? And I'll call you the next time I'm in New York.
They just
And I
ask you
give
for your
them-
number?
What?
People you don't even know just ask you for your number?
Well, no, people that I
See,
meet.
now I know your
whatever.
problem. You give your phone out to too many people.
Yes.
Yeah, but wait a second. The
Yeah.
people that I give the phone, I give them this, he's giving me the finger. That means I only got so much time left, you know?
Oh, man.
I give them this number, and if I see the first time they call me up, if I see that they're stupid, after they hang up, I program them as don't answer. And I have about 65 don't answers on
answers.
here.
What am I in your phone as, Vin?
Say what?
What am I in your phone as?
Oh, no, you're in. Oh, I got you right over here. Let me
Ah,
see.
here we go.
No, you're good.
Am
You're
I a
good.
do not answer?
No, you're
No,
good.
trust me.
I want to be
No.
right next to De Niro, you
No,
understand?
Yeah.
That's what I want to be.
I
There
got
you
you.
go.
I got you down somewhere.
All right. I'm sure you do.
He's
I don't know
he's
what phone
always
you're on,
raved
but
about
you're on
you.
one of
Yeah,
them.
well, we've been
I
close
got
for a
you.
long
Yeah.
time.
Wait, you're on this phone.
Ah, geez, you don't even know.
But I have a lot of good
I
people
know, I know.
on the bad phone too.
I know.
Oh, let's see, Kyle. Let me just see, Kyle. Just tell me if I'm right. The last 2 numbers are 27.
Yeah, you're right.
All right?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
There you go.
You're right.
I got you covered.
Well-
And now that we don't have that much more time left,
That's very sad.
I know.
I'll
It
come
went by
back,
so
though.
quickly.
I'll come
Please
back if
do.
you guys have me.
when you
Please
come
do.
back again sometime,
I promise.
And you'll
the
have
next-
to wear that gold jacket that I'm
You
hearing
know,
so much about.
he's making me feel bad because he didn't tell me what I had all dressed up. You know, I thought I dressed up pretty nice. You know,
You
I
did. You
thought,
look
know, I
great.
was
Very
slick,
snazzy.
I
slick,
just like
suave.
that suit, that whatever you had on that night, that I get up on stage. You know, I get up on stage at this place. I won't mention anybody's names, but these 2 people brought me up on stage. They didn't even give me a proper introduction, and they asked me to come up there. They just said, Vinny Vella. They brought me up there, and no sooner than I get up there, they were motioning like this, like, hurry up, get him off. I was up there like for a minute. Oh boy, did I get back to them last week. I went to another doo-wop show out in Queens, and come to find out those 2 morons were there. And boy, did I give it to them.
Uh-oh.
But we ain't going to get into that. But
I'll
when
wear
I
it
get
next
up on
time for you.
stage, that jacket, what was it, yellow or gold?
Gold LeMay. It was gold LeMay.
Oh.
You should have seen what I was wearing the next night. We had a show out in Long Island the next night. It was the same exact like brightness of the LeMay, but electric blue. It was insane. It was
man.
crazy. I know.
Oh, boy.
I'll have one made for you, Vin.
Oh.
My
No,
guy,
yeah, no.
my guy in Miami's great. He's great.
It fits the same as yours.
He's great. It'll fit the same.
Because I'm getting a Dupree's jacket. When it
Hey,
says
come on.
Yeah, because the
Dupree's on
Dupree's.
the back.
Yes.
That's class. Come on,
Yeah,
hey.
that
You
is
know?
class.
All right. Now, we don't have that much more time.
All right.
Can we get you up? to do
Please, one more song.
Absolutely.
Please.
Just for
With
you,
Tom.
Vin.
Nice, eh?
Just for you.
All right. Well, that was it.
Thank you.
saw me crying in the chapel. The tears I shed were tears of joy. I know the meaning of contentment. Now I'm happy with the Lord. Just a plain and simple chapel where humble people go to pray. I pray the Lord that I'll grow stronger as I live from day to day. I searched and I searched, but I couldn't find no way on earth to gain peace of mind. Take your troubles to the chapel. Get down on your knees and pray, and your burdens will be lighter, and you'll surely find the way.
Elizabeth Street, Little Italy. Hangs with his pals, yeah, that's where he'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine. Stand-up guy from the Lower East Side. Take it from me, he's one of a kind. It's Vinny Valentine.